Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome to 13 Reasons Why We Live.
Let's sit in bed and watch the sun paint my window. The light comes through and bathes our lives in red. Let's go outside and watch the leaves fall above us. Soft wind on your skin turns your head.
My name is Cindy Chung. I currently attend New York University as a freshman in the pre-dental program, and I believe in the fight to prevent suicide. One reason I choose to live is for the promising sunrise every morning. Ever since my senior year in high school, one of the things I love to do is to wake up early to see the sun come up over the eastern horizon. It's reassuring that a day full of new opportunities is headed my way. It reminds me that there are so many possibilities that I have yet to experience, and that if I'm feeling overwhelmed by a certain situation, there will always be another chance to reevaluate where I stand. After moving to the city and seeing that same shining sun rise over the East River, I've begun to realize just how big the world is and how quickly time passes by. Even in just this 22 square mile radius that I live in, there are so many things to explore and so many possibilities of adventure and new beginnings. The past 3 months here have flown by, and I don't want to miss a minute of experiencing life here. Not only have I been able to learn things like how to ice skate in Central Park or marvel at things like Da Vinci's painting at a private auction, but I've also been able to grow my love for my past passions, like playing the piano or spending time with my family and best friends. This feeling of anticipation cultivates an appreciation for life that grows each day and allows me to realize that there are some things in life not worth stressing about. The greatest feeling is when you know you can do whatever you want with your day, and the only thing holding yourself back is yourself. This thought allows me to live my best life and pursue the things that I truly love. There are too many things to experience and enjoy, and these things keep me alive and eager to see what each new sunrise will lead to. And that is why I choose to live and fight to prevent suicide.
Hi, my name is Alex. I currently attend the University of Pennsylvania as a freshman, and I believe in the fight to prevent suicide. One reason I choose to live. So when I first heard that question, I was like, oh, easy, like I can definitely help. This is one, I'm happy generally, not every day is perfect, but I'm generally happy. But it's kind of a hard question. One reason I choose to live. So I've been thinking about it for a while. And I guess one reason I choose to live is because while not every moment is perfect, there are a lot of really, really great things that happen in specific moments that make me happy. And I think one reason I choose to live is because I know that there are going to be more of those moments, like when I'm just laughing hysterically or just in a situation and I feel really happy. And that's just the most amazing feeling. So I guess to give a specific example, this week has been, or the past few weeks have been a little bit rough in terms of just my relationships with some people, and I've just been, and also kind of in college, I feel like you can, especially when you're just starting out, it can be a little lonely sometimes. You're not with people necessarily who know you super well and you're completely comfortable with yet. And so, that's not the case for everybody. Some people get really close to people really quickly, and that's amazing, but it definitely can be a little lonely sometimes. And so I've kind of had my moments of really just feeling upset this week and in the past few weeks especially, but today, for example, I took a break from studying because it is finals time, and someone made basically a Cards Against Humanity's game, but tailored to Penn. So it's called Squirrels Against Immorality, and it's kind of all Penn themed and kind of jokes that you just kind of are very relatable for students here. And I just played with 3 of my friends who I've had known since the beginning of Penn. And at first I was like, okay, we're playing a card game. Like, how fun is this gonna be? Like, I don't know. We all have to study. And by the end, I was just laughing hysterically. And even though it wasn't, the most exciting situation in the world, I just was so happy in that moment, just laughing and realizing, if I didn't go to Penn, I wouldn't have gotten that joke, because if I were, I wouldn't have never met these amazing people. So that was just a really exciting just a nice moment, and I think that's one of the reasons why I choose to live. I look forward to more moments like that in the future. Also, I guess this is really cheesy and probably overused, but I really strongly think, like, when things are really, really bad, like, they're gonna get better eventually, and even if it feels like it's the end of the world in a particular situation, it's gonna get better, even if it takes a long time. And like, that's something that I'm reminding myself all the time. Like, if I'm struggling with anything, just it's gonna get better eventually, which I know sometimes is really, really hard in the moment, but I think that's another reason that I choose to live and keep going on. I know even during a hard situation it's gonna get better, and I recognize that people have really various levels of struggling, and that's not always something that's feels reasonable to think about in a particular situation, but I do think overall that's a good reason to keep going. It's gonna get better eventually. Also, just to share a few other moments that for me personally, just why I choose to live, I guess, are just moments that make me really happy. I guess that's what it is. But some moments that really make me happy and what I'm looking forward to more in the future is I love going to the beach and just like sitting, and it's just such a beautiful, specifically once I was on a cruise, and I went to Cozumel, and just sitting on the beach in Cozumel was one of my favorite moments in the entire world. I don't think I've ever been so relaxed, and one day I want to go back there. And I also want to go surfing in Costa Rica, which is something I had experienced once and I want to do again. Also, there are so many people I want to see who I had met, on a cruise or on a summer camp and in other countries and other parts of the U.S., and just more people that I really want to get to know and I want to meet. So those are just some reasons why I choose to live.
My name is Brooke Faust. I currently attend Union County College as a freshman, and I believe in the fight to prevent suicide. One reason I choose to live is for my friends, because I promised each and every one of them that I will be there for them no matter what.
The best reason to live is because you can be what other people weren't to you. For every wrong thing that happens in your life, for every awful thing that somebody does to you, every living breath is a chance to be something that somebody else wasn't, and you deserve that. You deserve to live that life being who you want to be, regardless of what others do to you, and it's hard, and it sucks sometimes, but at the end of the day, it'll be the first time you cry yourself to sleep for good reasons. If you do for yourself what other people haven't done for you, if you do for others what other people hadn't done for you, because it is an incredible feeling to know you are not what you hate in the world. It's worth staying alive through all this shit, because for every worst thing you think happens, you've already gone through the worst thing. For every awful, terrible pain you're feeling that you think this is the worst, you've already done it, and you're past it. So that means things can only get better if that's the worst. You deserve to live and be what you want, and other people don't deserve feeling as if they have done something that powerful if they are that bad. So with that being said, you are worth everything. And you might not see it or feel it or know it, but you are, and you not knowing it doesn't change that it's true. And if we can help each other realize that we are worth so much more than we expect and that we know, then we can all be happy and we can all be kind.
My name is Emmy. I currently attend the College of New Jersey as a freshman, and I believe in the fight to prevent suicide. One reason I choose to live is to pursue my education in a fulfilling career. I'm lucky to be able to attend college and study journalism, which is something I am passionate about. I believe that as human beings, it is our duty to make a difference in the lives of the less fortunate, especially if we are privileged. As a journalist, I hope to write about social issues that shine a light on corruption and poverty. I also recognize that education is something that many don't have access to, so I know I must make the most out of my 4 years at TCNJ.
Hi, my name is Hadley Tolte. I'm currently a freshman psychology major at Loyola Marymount University in Los Angeles, and I believe in the fight to prevent suicide. Growing up, I struggled a lot with mental health, and it wasn't easy to say the least. But I was lucky enough to have such supportive parents and therapists who cared for me and did everything in their power to make sure that I was getting the help that I needed. Unfortunately, though, there are a lot of adolescents in the world that don't have that support system, and that haunts me because I know that I could not have made it to where I am today without my parents' unconditional love and support. Life is hard, it is, but I choose to keep living because I know that one day I will be the support for kids and teens that my parents and therapists were to me. I've dedicated my life to helping those who struggle with mental health because nobody should have to go through that alone. And to everybody listening right now, I want you to know that everything will be okay. We constantly have ups and downs, but one day the ups will outweigh the downs, and you will be happy. Remember that.
Hi, my name is Aaliyah, and I really wanted to thank Jack for letting me be on the podcast. I think it's a really great cause, and I'm very honored that he thought my story would be something that will inspire people. Right now, I'm a freshman in college, and I guess initially I knew that suicide wasn't the answer, and I knew that it just wasn't right. And I knew this because there were so many people who chose not to do it. I just had to find out what this was for me. So my reason to stay didn't come until after I went through therapy and treatment, after I realized the amount of experiences that there are to do and that I want to do in the future. I really saw this when I started searching for colleges and figuring out where I wanted to go and what I wanted to do next. Right now I'm in this really great and exciting international business program. I'm emphasizing in a language, a region, and a business specialization, so stuff like marketing or finance. I'm also in the honors college, which forces me to minor in interdisciplinary studies, so I'm doing a lot of things that I never thought could be possible. And in the future, being an upperclassman, I'm going to look into internships and studying abroad. So I guess what I'm trying to say is finding something that you really want to do can really motivate you. Even though you may not know what you want to do, it may be because you just haven't found that something that keeps you busy, and this takes time. So if you're in college or in high school or middle school, just talk to people and find out what's available to you through clubs or organizations. Go online, search some stuff that's local. Really abuse the classes that your school offers, because when I took language classes in high school and a language class in middle school, that really taught me that I really like doing stuff with that and that I wanted to do something with languages in the future. You won't really find something that you want to do unless you put yourself in a situation to find something. Our identities are made up of stories, and these stories can be conversations or interactions. So the stories you heard from your parents made up your identity when you were young, but then when you started making friends, your personality started to change a little. But you wouldn't be the person you are today without the identity you had from your parents and from the identity that you produce from your friends. Also know that our identities are in constant construction, or they're constantly changing, so when you become curious by asking questions or put yourself in new situations, you can find something that you want to do with your life. There are just so many possibilities out there that you might miss out on, so use your failures as successes. It may tell you that you want to try something new, or maybe you can try a little bit harder to get where you want to be. So even though some may think that my reason to stay is a little selfish, but when it comes to coping with your own mental health, you have to be a little bit selfish. You have to think about what's best for you, meaning you don't just have to do something just because someone said to do it or just because someone else thinks they're right. And don't just feel that you have to find a reason to stay just because you feel obligated. Just know that finding motivation isn't easy. It's a long process for some people, and that's okay. If you really stay strong and put your mind to something, you can definitely accomplish it, and you'll definitely see success in the future. It's not easy, and it's not something that can just happen by itself. You really have to be the person that makes that change. I really want to thank those who tuned in, and I hope I helped you guys, and I hope you guys have a great holiday and New Year. Thank you so much for listening.
Hey, My name is Chris Kelly, and I currently attend Rowan University as a freshman, and I believe in the fight to prevent suicide. One reason I choose to live is my future, because I look forward to having a family of my own one day.
Hi, my name is Kayla Nuzzo. I currently attend Ramapo College of New Jersey as a freshman, and I believe in the fight to prevent suicide. One of the many reasons I choose to live is due to the hope that I have one day to be a teacher, to help others learn and grow like so many teachers have done for me. I consider this one of my number one reasons to live because it has always been a goal of mine, and being alive is the only way I can achieve this lifelong goal. The hope I have to one day make a difference in the world is something I think about every day, and it keeps me going. I want to make the most out of my life. I strongly believe everyone was put on this earth for a reason, and while I am still too young to know what that reason is, the only thing that will help me get to that reason is if I stay alive and work towards my goals and cherish my life for what it is right now.
My name is Julian Mazzola. I currently attend Westfield High School as a senior, and I believe in the fight to prevent suicide. One reason I choose to live is to be with the people I love, because that's what makes me happy.
Hello, I am Melody, and I am 15 years old. And I am here today to give you a reason to stay alive and keep living to your fullest potential. Now, everything I say here, I am not just saying because I'm saying it. I genuinely mean this. Even if I don't know you, I do care for you. I don't need to know you to care about you, because I know that you are worth it, and you have a reason to live. Of course you do. I mean, okay, you wake up and you just tell yourself, I have nothing to look forward to. There is nothing that I can be happy about. Find the simplest thing to make you smile. Even if it's just a smile for 0.2 seconds, you know that it's a smile. You know, it can be the simplest thing ever. I'm telling you, the simplest thing ever. It can be from waking up and putting on your fuzzy socks, or it can be as big as, going to school and seeing your friends. And if that doesn't make you happy, try to find the simplest thing, like I said. Nature, the grass, the wind, the smell of breakfast, the softness of your pillow, your socks, your pets. Pets are pretty great. I love pets. I love my cat. Just don't take anything for granted, because, I'm happy I got help, and it's okay to ask for help. It doesn't make you weak. It doesn't make you not strong. You are strong. You're strong for waking up every day and getting past the day, sleeping and then waking up again and continuing your life. And I also want you to know that you are not alone. You are definitely not alone. There are so many people that love you. So many people. Limitless people that love you and adore you and care for you. It's okay to ask for help. Go to your friends, your family, your cousin, your aunt, your uncle, your grandma, your grandpa, counselor at school, your cat, your pet, anyone. Anyone's gonna be there for you. So please know you are worth it. You are loved, you are cared for, and you are not alone. This will all pass. And yes, you may think, well, how is it gonna pass? When is it gonna pass? It takes time. It's all about patience. And even though if you're impatient, as if I was, throughout the process of, getting help, you just have to keep in mind that it's going to pass. That's it. Just keep on living you, and just know it's gonna pass. Bye-bye.
Hi, my name's Sean Stirrup. I go to Quinnipiac University, and I live for my friends, my family, and my girlfriend.
Hey everyone. My name, as most of you already know, is Jack Surzan. I am a freshman at Union County College, and I believe in the fight to prevent suicide. one reason I have to live is my calling. About 2 years ago, I was hospitalized for suicidal planning and whatnot. I've explained a lot of this already, but my point is that I've faced some tough challenges, and despite all that, I really think it made me grow as a person, as like a human, a little bit more than just as a person. And I have, I want to turn that into, advocacy and a career. And so I'm headed, down the path of a social services person, and that can honestly right now go anywhere, but ultimately I want to be a therapist, and not just a talk therapist, someone who really engages their clients through different things and uses different approaches rather than just talk. And one day I'll get there, but for now I have school, and so my major reason to live at this moment, because it can change for me, I could end up having a different reason in another year, another day, but I choose right now to live because I need to work hard in order to become a professional, to become an educated provider. And until then, I really once I get there, who knows, things could change. Things could change for me tomorrow. I've had a really tough go the past 2 years, and 2 of my closest buddies are having a really difficult time with losses in their family, and I need to be there for them too. So that would be definitely another huge reason. So I did ask everyone to do one reason, and it's just a little difficult to only have one reason. So I really couldn't choose between those two, because even when my friends aren't suffering, I feel the need to be here for them regardless. And that's what I'm going to keep on doing for now. And I'm in a better place than I was last year. Last year was a pretty terrible time for me. And there's only one group I can thank, which is a counseling, in-district counseling group. They knew who they are. They're 2 of the greatest professionals I've ever met, so, props to them for, getting me to where I am. But that's pretty much it. And I think, for all those out there struggling with a reason to live, find something so small, a video game, find something like that, and you'll build on it. It takes time. It really does. Because I can't tell you how many times I've, been back and forth with reasons to live, reasons not to live, but my true reason to live is I need to be here for the people around me, and that's the reason I'm going to choose. Because, I love all my friends. Well, the ones who know that I love them know that I love them. Because I've had some pretty fake friends in my day. So, that's it, pretty much. I'm going to be here for other people who need me. And that doesn't mean I won't be taking care of myself at the same time. But I choose to live because I love helping other people. And I'm always going to be here for anyone that's having a tough time. And that's why I'm going to live. That's it for Season 1. We hope to see you next year with Season 2. And keep on subscribing, guys. we've achieved so much these past 3 months. Thank you for your support.
It's that time. Christmas time is here. Everybody knows there's not a better time of year. Hear that sleigh. Santa's on his way. Hip hip hooray for Christmas vacation. Got a ton of stuff to celebrate. Now it's getting closer. I can't wait. Gonna make this holiday as perfect as can be. Just wait and see this Christmas vacation. This old house sure is looking good. Got ourselves the finest snowman in the neighborhood. Ain't it fun? Always on the run. That's how it's done on Christmas Day.